And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play.
We go from SoFi Stadium.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's a nice explosive play there, and this defense told us we have to have our eyes right on their RPO sets, and they did not have their eyes right.
I love that term, eyes right, meaning they have to be in the proper place and read your keys. And a smart thinking guy running an offense can see when you break down on that, and he took full advantage of it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Blount. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll try to throw it here. Vick going underneath to Blount. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Now a give, right side. Blount. And he stopped immediately there. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Vick now. And he dumps it off to Blount. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Vick. Rolling to his right. And he's got his target. It's Austin for the Rams touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the 1st quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
To return it, Alvin Kamara.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
They're on 25-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. They'll roll him out right. Looking for Keston, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins.
Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. At defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. Well, you practice these situations. It's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic could get you scored on again.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Rams 7, Falcons 0.
On 3rd down, Blunt breaks a tackle, trucks over him, and some room to work. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll run it here with Blunt. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
At the 14-yard line, a 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd down, Blunt wiggles free. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 3rd down, Vick buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Gay's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now it's Newton. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
At the
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Cam's throw taken in by Cook. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. 1st and 10 at the 19. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Brown. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. This will be the final play of the half. Vick. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Kamara now to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Newton on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll run again with Blunt. Bulldozes past him. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a carry for Blunt. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw, Vick. Screen pass to Blunt. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, Blunt. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there in the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And
he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Alvin Kamara, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and this is back to an 8-point game.
18, Falcons 10. Matthew Wright set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. On first down, Blunt. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. On 2nd and 11 now. Vick. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Michael Vick being chased out left. It fights him off. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. On 1st down, Newton. Got an open man. It's Devin Hester. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. On 1st and 10, Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
And the Rams 30-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Play action. It's Newton. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jack Youngblood able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. From the red zone now, Newton. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Jack Youngblood getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Here's Newton. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Marcus Colston there to make the grab. And the Falcons have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Vic into the slide, and he's got the first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
He finds Austin complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vic incomplete. It was knocked away.
A little bit of a dangerous throw in a tie ball game because your job, make sure the worst thing that happens to your offense is that you go into overtime. That could have been a game changer there if he came down with that interception.
Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Now Michael Vick. He finds his man complete. It's Young. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Vic to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
A 47-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't the one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on him, they'd be up in the 300s right now. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. and he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you give that
One
up?
of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth